Sup everyone, I'm your female otaku and I'm here to review episode 2 of Danganronpa 3, Mirai-hen. Now, the rules have changed. I'm so happy that they did because when last week, which by the way I did not review last week's episode because last week I was trying to catch up to Danganronpa 2, the game, and then I finally did. But with this episode, I'm so happy that the rules have changed with the killing game, because when I found out last week that another killing game was starting, I was like, again? I was really excited to see what other things would be brought to the table, but instead we're going through another killing game, so I was like, god damn it again. But I'm okay with it now, because the rules have changed drastically. I'm happy with that. Let's talk about all the new things that are being brought to the table. So, because Yukizume died, it doesn't mean that they have to hold a class trial to find out who killed her. In fact, she was just really an alert. She was basically an alarm so that everyone could be like, hey, guess what? A new killing game started, but we're not counting her. She's dead though, but don't worry about her. This is when the fun begins. That's basically what her death meant. Because her death signaled the killing game was able to truly begin. And how it works is that everybody has these bracelets, and these bracelets have a sleeping drug. Now, of course, it's obvious if you try to remove the bracelet, then oh no, you're dead. But another thing about the bracelets is that each person has a forbidden rule or something that they cannot do. And if they do it, then they'll die. Very interesting. I like that. Nagi's rule was that he was not allowed to run, but everyone else could run. They wouldn't die, but if he ran, then he would die. When one of the characters witnessed an act of violence, he died. So I was like, yo, sometimes you don't really even have to do anything. If you witness it, you're fucked. That's not even fair, man. I felt so bad for this character. This character was so happy all the time. Looked weird. But this character was so happy all the time, so innocent, and bam! Died! Straight up! That was fucked up. But other rules with the new killing game is that you have a certain time limit, and after the time limit, everyone gets injected with the sleeping drug, except for one person. That person is the attacker, and the attacker can choose to kill somebody or not. If they choose not to kill somebody, then everybody wins. But if they choose to kill somebody, well, we'll find out what happens from there, because we don't really know the rules about what happens from there. I don't know if they'll all have to vote. I don't know if we'll have to have another somewhat class trial, or maybe like a new kind of version of a class trial. I'm not too sure, but we'll have to see. And unfortunately, well, I'm not really sad about this, because I never really liked her. Asahina died. Yeah, I've never really been a big fan of her. I always found her character rather useless. Still find her pretty useless. So what do you know? Her only purpose was for this episode to die. Also kind of fucked up. Now let's talk about Gekogahara. Now if you have not played Danganronpa Another Episode Ultra Despair Girls, leave! Go play that game! Go watch the Let's Plays like I did! Just do that! Because you're gonna get spoiled, man! Turns out you definitely gotta know what happened in Danganronpa Another Episode Ultra Despair Girls. So go play the game, go watch Let's Plays, and then come back over here so we can discuss, because it is an absolute must. You have to know what happens in Ultra Despair Girls so that we can continue on from here. I'm assuming that if you're still watching this video right now that you have played Ultra Despair Girls, so let's talk about Gekogahara. You see, it is way too obvious. Kind of frustrated with that. It's way too obvious that Gekogahara is Monica. So incredibly obvious. Not only do they look the same, but the fact that they're also both in a wheelchair, and the fact that we find out that there is a traitor, someone infiltrated the Future Foundation group and hacked them from the inside, it is just way too obvious that Monica is the traitor. So I'm wondering if Monica is probably working with someone, because the thing is that, like I said, it's just so obvious. If you played Danganronpa, another episode, Ultra Despair Girls, then the whole figuring out who the traitor thing is isn't going to be as fun, because it's just too obvious that Gakuen is Monica. Unless, if I don't know, you're blind. Remember at the end of Ultra Despair Girls when Nagito decided to save Monica in the end and decided to raise her as the brand new Junko 2.0? That's what this is. Unless if, I don't know, there's some sort of twist at the end, it turns out that Gakuen really isn't Monica. But right now Gakuen has decided to stay silent. They claim that she is mute and is using Monami as a way to communicate with everybody else. Pretty annoyed that Monami's back too. I never really liked her. Monami, almost everyone's annoyed with Monami. Come on, let's be honest, man. But it's whatever. Monami's only saying whatever Gakuen is trying to say. I'm sorry. I gotta call her Gakuen for now until it is confirmed that she is Monica. But anyway, Gozu best boy? Am I right? Gozu. Gozu is lit, bro. I love this guy. He's the one who has the horse mask. Dude is so fire, man. He just comes in. He's ready to save Naegi no matter what the cost. He broke the dude's blade. Then he goes in ready for another fight. Then he comes and gives a good slap on the back to Naegi for some good old advice. And I'm just like, bro, Gozu's best boy. I love this guy. I really hope he doesn't die, but let's face it, our fan favorites are gonna die. I forgot one last thing with one of the new added rules to the new killing game, and that is that you cannot laugh. Why would that be a rule? You cannot laugh. Is it because it signifies hope or something? Because to be honest, when the killer is found out, they start doing their crazy evil laughs. So I don't really know why they would make don't laugh a rule, because if you laugh, you dead. So I really wonder why they added that in. Really great episode. Let me know all your theories in the comments below about who the possible attacker is and what your thoughts on Gakuen being Monica. And I seriously wonder how the new and improved Clash Trials are gonna be. Catch you later as I live react to Mob Psycho 100. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.